So one of our properties that we have for sale in Phoenix, right?
Yep.
We have it for sale and it's under contract. It's ready to be sold. It got broken into, and we have the videos for you guys. A lot of you guys that follow us on Instagram love seeing this content. Again, if you guys don't follow us on Instagram, that's going to be linked in the description. Mine's Ricky, and this is my business partner, Nick Palladino. We flip houses in the Arizona area. Not only did we want to share this story with you guys, but we started flipping right before, or kind of in the very beginning of the pandemic, and we are still actively flipping real estate right now. So we've experienced the highs and we're experiencing the lows. We not only like to talk about our successes and, of course, getting above ask price and making a ton of money, more than we expected, but as well as I think it's very important to talk about the current market conditions that we're experiencing, the shift from a seller's market to now a buyer's market. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you would like to see more real estate content, all you literally have to do is drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what you would like to see next. So I'm going to start sharing my screen so you can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. This was actually the neighbor's house that caught this. And let me explain to you. So this happened a couple nights before. And yes, this happened a couple nights before during the middle of the night. And then we had to replace the appliances that they originally stole, because they came back a second time, and you won't believe how things played out. So let's go ahead and play this. They were having trouble backing their trailer into the driveways, so obviously not the best driver. But with that being said, again, I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. Let's go into this scene where you can see them actually trying to load up.
The guy in the back, too, is taking the microwave out to the other car. There's two cars during this whole situation.
Oh, shoot, I didn't know that. Okay.
All the way in the back right there.
So check this out. You can see, and then they have a girl with them over here. They loaded up, I think that's the stove?
Stove. They tried to get the refrigerator. They completely almost destroyed the refrigerator, but they just left it on its side with, one of the doors broken off because they couldn't get it out the door, I guess.
Yep. They didn't come the most prepared with two guys and one girl. And if I'm not mistaken, Nick is a personal trainer, and he works out all the time. So he was like, that he can't believe that, first off, they had horrible form lifting the stove into the trailer. But also, check this out. I think you get it on this one. The really funny thing is they left the heavy lifting for the lady. The poor lady had to, look, check this out. So we have the lady right here on the right-hand side, two gentlemen, obviously, and check this out. They're trying to lift it onto the trailer, and one of the dude leaves. She moves the dolly, and now she begins to pick up the heaviest part closest to the trailer. Nick comments, he's like, oh man, horrible form, right? All that stuff. But look, they're struggling. She leans it on over. She begins to pick it up. Hey, kudos to her. The guys, not so much. Obviously, it's going to be very challenging for her. But look at that. Oh, my goodness. So they get it up. Horrible posture. All of the weight given to the lady, but they got it up. So good for them. And now that we finished playing that one, check this out. They stole that, and I believe that was
September 10th.
11 days later, they have the audacity to come back after they already stole it. And we're going to get into the actual specifics, but I think that you guys will enjoy this video. Now, this is what the Suburban looks like. It's a Tahoe, my apologies. It's I want to say, you guys can comment down below what you think it is. I think it's anywhere from a 1995 to 2004 Chevy Tahoe. And we even got the license plate. So if you guys can help us out, or if you guys live in the Arizona area, we tried to call it into the police. They first off didn't really care. They weren't taking it very seriously. And they said that it's most likely a stolen plate just based off how it looks, that it was ripped off. But altogether, again, it's a Chevy Tahoe. And it's in the Arizona area, Phoenix area. These people probably live close by. So if you ever see it, message us on Instagram. See if you could follow. No, don't follow them home. Don't. I was gonna say do it for us, but no, don't put yourself in danger. Definitely not worth it. But check this out. This is 11 days later, right? 11 days later, randomly, Nick and Luis pull up to the house because they're meeting up with a contractor. And check this out. It's probably 30 seconds passes by. Let me go ahead and speed this up. And look who that is. Look who that is. Imagine you are one of these guys, one of the thieves. You just pulled up 30 seconds ago, and then 30 seconds later, a Tesla pulls up. It's raining. He looks like he was waiting for someone.
He was probably waiting for this.
We have people. Nick, this guy, and Luis pulling up to the house, all casual. You can see they're walking all normal. First off, Nick obviously wasn't really prepared. Neither was Luis for the rain. And check this out. He opens up his doors. Just imagine what's going through his head. He's like, what the heck? I don't even know if he knows Nick, that we own the property. But you said that the guy looked like a crackhead, right?
Yeah, we thought it was a contractor that we were meeting up with. That's why we just walked straight up to him. We walked straight up to him thinking that this was the guy we were meeting. And then about halfway up the driveway, started speaking a million words a minute. And we were like, this is a little bit sketchy. We got even closer. I never recognized this guy before. So my first initial thought was, let me just take a picture of the license plate and get that first. And then let's try to figure it out. And then I realized it was the same car that was a couple days before, 10 days before. So I was like, okay, this is actually the thief. And that's when I walked back to my car and we actually called the cops. So that guy was, he was saying he was meeting up with some guy named John for drywall. And obviously there's no drywall needed to be done at this house. So right there, we knew that it was the thief. Freaking wild experience.
But the part that's crazy about that is that he knew that the house was being remodeled. So these thieves are probably scavenging the, MLS or Zillow,
yep.
Seeing what houses are in their area that are probably vacant.
Yep. They look at pictures on Zillow, and if there's no furniture, they'll go drive by a couple times, scope it out, because they had seen this house a few times before they actually robbed it. We saw a video of that.
Check this out. Closes the door, drives off so quick.
Oh, I was ready to go.
And look at this. Nick tried to hit the reverse.
If I hit the U-turn, I would have made it, but I didn't. I had to do a 3-4.
Oh, let's be honest. It's definitely not worth it. Obviously, my boy Nick is always stranded. I'm just kidding. But again, look at him. Oh, Elon takes the wheel. But I thought it was super hilarious that, what are the chances? What are the chances that this crackhead, this thief, comes on back and begins to try to, I guess, do round two because he must have
known we put the appliances back.
Or maybe they came back for the, because I don't know if the fridge, maybe they were waiting for someone with like that trailer to show up again, maybe come with a little bit more power and not give it all to the girl. But, dude, in broad daylight, maybe because it was raining, they thought that it wasn't going to happen. You guys can comment down below what you think. It's just insane to me. But one thing that we wanted to talk about is, we think that this is kind of funny. I mean, if you guys can help us find these people, take pictures. If you live next to them, if you see them driving around, take a picture of them. We already made a police report, and we love to catch them. But we wanted to talk about, a couple months ago, maybe we would have not cared so much because margins were there, right? But because of this slowdown in the real estate market and us now seeing the shift from the seller's market to the buyer's market, we're still picking up deals if the margins make sense. But there's no question, I'm not here to sugarcoat things. It's tough out here. And for the first time ever, I mean, we've been so blessed and so taken care of because of this bull market that we've made beyond what we expected within the first couple of flips that, we first started flipping, kind of just like everyone else. And you're now seeing a lot of people get kind of scared. We're not scared. We're just being more selective. But at houses like this, we're borderline with all the expenses for the renovation. Fortunately, we fund all the properties out of pocket, so we don't have hard money lenders. So that saved us quite a bit of money. We know a lot of people that are, 6 figures in the red because of how much underwater with renovations and how long it's sitting on market. I think the average on market right now in the Arizona area is around 40 to 45. I mean, it's tough out here. And not only with just that, but we've also had in the past month, we had 2 houses fall out of contract. And if they fall out of contract, that's one thing. But these guys that make offers literally string us along until the very last week of close, and then they pull out and then ask for their earnest money EMD back. It's been a challenging time, but like I said, I mean, we've been so fortunate and so blessed in the very beginning that with these challenges, it's only really molding us to be more selective, to be more strategic, to be more creative, and we're I would say, approaching this head on, right? We still want to continue to flip. We just have to be more selective, and we want to make you guys aware of what we're seeing. I mean, the average days on market to sell a property are definitely up. We are not seeing that same type of buying activity because interest rates are so high and it's so much more expensive. I think it's 44% more expensive to take out a mortgage right now, and obviously that's not very attractive. Deals are still out there. They're just harder to justify or to find. But I mean, these two houses that fell out of contract are now back under contract, and we're doing our part in trying to be creative in this market. So it just sucks that with a property like this, that maybe a year ago we would have not cared what's maybe $600 or $1,000 in appliances if we're going to be making $30,000 to $50,000 per flip. We have 8 flips right now, and 2 of them were almost either break even and or taking a couple $1,000s of a loss. So now losing $600 to $1,000, now it's a little bit more annoying, right? Because we have to be more creative. We have to be a little bit more selective, and things like this really do affect us. So we're all for it. We know that nothing in life worth having or doing should ever come easy, and we rode the highs, and we're here to struggle through the lows, but we just wanted to make sure that we keep you guys up to date in kind of a more entertaining way. I know a lot of you guys like these videos. We'll continue to make them. We're almost going to close on the house that was the what do we call it? The squatter, the eviction house. So we'll provide you guys with an update on that. Did not turn out as expected, but again, we'll have a story for you guys on that one. One of the things that I did want to let you guys know is that we wanted to try something a little bit different. So again, I talked about my Instagram and Nick Palladino's Instagram linked in the description. If you're in the Arizona market, if you're a homeowner, not a real estate flipper, a homeowner, and you're thinking of selling your house, but maybe your house is outdated and you don't want to invest the money of the couple $1,000s or tens of thousands of dollars that it might require to renovate your property. I wanted to offer this for 1 to 2 people because I know this will work. Let's say that your house right now is worth $500,000 in the current condition, but you know that if you renovate it and put in $50,000, it could possibly be worth $600,000. But obviously, because of days on market conditions, you just don't want to take the risk. Let me do it for you. Let our team do it for you. Our team will come on in, renovate your entire property to try to get top ARV. We will only split whatever it's worth now and whatever we put in and the net profits. So let me explain. Your house right now is worth $500,000 as an example. We put in $50,000 out of our own pocket, nothing out of your pocket. If we sell it for $600,000, that's $50,000 net, from $500 to $50,000 to then $600,000. So those $50,000 net, we split 50-50. So you get an additional $25,000 in this perfect picture example, and you did not put in one extra dollar. So you have to be in the Arizona market. You have to be willing to sell your house. And again, as long as you're open to splitting the net profits of whatever we agree that your house is worth now to what we sell it for, let's do it. I know we're going to do it. I know we just want to find 1 to 2 people in the Arizona market. All I ask you to do is to direct message Nick Palladino. Direct message him your address, what your house is currently worth, and what you think we could sell it for. If you can send us a couple of pictures of the house just so we know the current condition, I would love to try this out with you guys. So, you have anything else you want to share?
Nope, that was everything.
Alrighty. Well, I appreciate you guys' time. I'm going to link Nick's information all down below. I hope that you earned your thumbs up. I hope you can consider subscribing. I'm excited to follow up with both more of our challenges and successes. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.